I just bought a cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. With your common sense. Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it. I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw it if he fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty, if she talking, if she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go for bridge. My black boys, I got boys that knock off your lid. I doubt y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Listen, I don't trust her, so, no, I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean? You thought it was finished, you thought it was over. You thought it retired, you thought it was fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Chiefs coming in at 3-5, going up against the Chargers, who come in at 4-3.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Now let's go. Green. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
The play clock's running down. Now Mahomes in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Benjamin. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Now they try the right side here. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Here's Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, and now he bowls him over. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, the person carrying the ball is always the easy target when things aren't going so well. But I think it's a combination with the Chargers. They've got to get the offensive line going in order to improve those numbers from last year. They weren't very good running it, partner.
No, they were bottom of the AFC, second to last in the entire NFL. They go play action. Rivers being chased out left. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And now here's a carry heading left. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. And the seemingly endless drive continues. On 3rd down, Rivers. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Over! No. Turn there. Patriot. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
On 3rd down. That's Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atoned for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Rivers. And throw right side complete to Parker. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a handoff as they run left side. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Rivers. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Able to slither by. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. This is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
First and 10. Here's Mahomes. Wilson snags it left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Lucky 56, lucky 56, 319. Over. Detroit. Check 50. Leopard. Watch twins. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Jim. Watch him now, Barney.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Over. All right, now, lucky 56.
Mahomes now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3, Leopard. Over. Detroit.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Chargers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Rivers to throw it. A quick hitter complete. It's Parker. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime, intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See, he's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run with Hunt. Now the ball comes loose. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain the yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now, check. Patriot. All right, now, look at 56.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Going to look deep for Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Trevor Williams with a pick. And now running right through it. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to locate Wilson. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From midfield, here's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Pretty move. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Play clock winding down. Play fake there to Hunt. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demetrius Harris, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And it'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I don't know about you, partner, but I'm rubbing my eyes after that play. Did we just see that runner not get yardage? A big-time play by the defense. It does happen occasionally, even against the best running backs who are having big days.
And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And now here's a carry heading left. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
Here we go now.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
No, Jack, pay attention now, Barney.
This is Hunt. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. In motion, Hill. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Mebane. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And look out, I think he's going to go. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And out come the Chiefs now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Harris. And he gets this one all the way up to their 40. A very solid gain of 27. They'll toss it to Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They have the big cushion here in the final stages of this one. I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And some room to maneuver. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. And give that one to the Texans as they wind up winners there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trevor Williams with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.
Yeah, pulling up with the crew.
Oh my goodness.
Must have done same with the roof.
Oh my goodness.
You sitting looking stupid on the stoop.
Oh my goodness.
I would take notes if I were you.
Oh my goodness.
This was designed with the stars, the square and the cross, so we know true north.
Oh my goodness.
Smiling with 50 carats in my jaw.
Oh my goodness.
The law, it's a shame, rhyme. Crime. It's a shame they let us jump out of Bentleys with dirty vans. Hit the stage for 15 minutes, get 30 bands. Swiss bank counting clean money with